What's going on, guys? The Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new LEGO Marvel 2026 news video. And today we have all three of the official set images for the new LEGO Marvel Spider-Man brand new day set. So these sets have been officially revealed since yesterday, since I heard rumors that these sets were revealing this week. So I'm very excited to check these sets out. So I am going to show you guys each of the three different pictures of the three new sets that are coming out this June. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first up, let's start off with the least interested one, also known as the one that I'm not looking forward to. So this is set 76346, the Spider-Man hero figure. Age is 12 plus, has 813 pieces and one minifigure. So this set will cost $100 in the US, and here we have the front of the box. And to be honest, this has to be a disappointing set in my opinion. Well, it doesn't look that bad, but I don't have any interest at all. But at least the Iron Man Mark III Collector's Edition set was a greater set than this one. Well, it was better than this, to be honest, but at least I love the posability for it, since I love the artwork design. I love the image that shows the movie logo and Spider-Man doing like that classic jumping pose on the right side of the box. And we do get Spidey himself. That is his brand new suit that I'm starting to fall in love with, and he does come with that plaque that we will get into later on in the video. So anyways, yeah, I love that classic like action pose look. It gives me like that Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man vibes with the Spider-Man 3 artwork design, because how the pose turns out. And yeah, I just totally love that action look to it, since the building techniques are fine for the way they are, but at least I just totally dig like some parts of the character himself, since I love the front of the box art, which looks freaking amazing. Here's what the back of the box looks like. So it does come with the extra web pieces for him as his little accessory that you can swap out and put it either on his left or right hand because of those little peg holes over here. And it shows you how long this figure is, since it is 22 centimeters high and 8.5 inches long, and it shows you like the other angle that is 36 centimeters tall and also 14.5 inches long. So yeah, I just love the posability, to be honest. You can sit him down and you can just do whatever you want with the set itself once it releases in stores. Now here's the actual figure himself, and before we take a look at the build, what I meant to say is, before we talk about it, is what I meant to say, let's talk about the minifigure first. So this is the brand new Spider-Man minifigure from the movie itself. And I'm glad they made him as an official figure. He looks really great. And yes, he does have the dual molded legs, because when we saw like the first look at the figure with the leaked pictures, he didn't have dual molded legs because some person was swapping them out with the other Spider-Man minifigures from the Spider-Verse CMF series from last year. But now we have dual molded legs for him to complete the look. I love the side arm printing for him. The face and torso printing looks amazing in my opinion. He does come with his web accessory, and he has a little plaque that says LEGO Marvel Spider-Man with that printed piece for him. And I love how they added the hovering piece that is attached to his right leg to recreate some of the awesome swinging poses for him. And I am going to talk about him once, because he does show up in the other two sets that we will get into later on, right after we take a look at this one. So back to the build itself, it's fine for the way it is. And for the head sculpt, it is the same look that they designed as the Iron Spider bust set from the last year's Infinity Saga lineup. So it is the same look to it, because those issues with the gap pieces showing, I still wish they can fix that up, because LEGO still didn't do a really amazing job with the head sculpt for him. But I totally dig like the webbing patterns, and yes, they're all freaking stickers. Well, I still love stickers a lot, but they could just made those printed pieces instead of using all those freaking stickers. And one thing that bothers me, well, the other thing that bothers me is what I meant to say is the stickers on the chest for him, because they're in that separate look, because I can see that lining part in the center part of the spider logo. They could just make that a printed piece, just one printed piece to make it 100% good, because that also bothers me. And it's so friggin' annoying. And they did use the shoulder pieces for both of his left to right shoulder in that red color, and also too for his kneecaps. So that looks pretty good. At least I love some of the building techniques, like the knees and also some of the arms. And at least this guy is really posable. Am I gonna get this? No, because like I said, I don't have any interest at all. And like I said, for that web accessory for him, you can swap it out either on the left or right hand if you want to, since there are some holes on both of his hands for him. And he did use the ingot pieces for both of his hands, because I recognize those pieces on the top part or even on the side, the left to right hand for the character. But at least this is a okay set. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it looks pretty decent and okay at the same time. But again, I'm not interested in getting this set at all, because it's okay, but not a terrible look, but it could have been better in my opinion. Now let's get into the other sets that give me my best interest. So this is set 76349, the Spider-Man Prisoner Transport Truck. It ages A plus as 367 pieces and 4 minifigures. So this will be a $50 set, and this is a pretty nice set. And the $50 price tag is not a good price at all, because this set has 367 pieces, and this should have been like a $30 set in my opinion because of the piece count. So you do get 4 characters as I mentioned, and we have our first look of Tombstone. I can't believe it. We have our first look of Tombstone in this set, even though he didn't appear in the trailer last month. But no freaking way. Our first ever Lego Tombstone minifigure ever. And same thing with Tarantula. I'm just impressed by it with these figures. And I can't believe we're getting Tarantula and Tombstone for the first time ever. We do get the same Spidey figure as I mentioned, and we also get a Department of Damage Control guard, which is like the least interesting minifigure in this set. So I love the box art. I love that little chase scene that is going on around here. So this is like that vehicle that we've seen in the trailer, but it should have been like a light and dark tan color, because it was like that in the trailer while they were filming this scene of the movie. So at least it looks pretty nice and soft for the way it is, since I totally did like some of the detailing for it, like the stud shooters, the stickers, and the 3 wheels. But yeah, I just love the front part of the box, which looks pretty good. And here's what the back of it looks like, since it shows you the play features right here. So the guard itself is fine, since I totally dig the face and torso printing, but it would have been nice if they add like some printing to the center part of the cap and give this character dual molded legs. So at least it's a fine looking character, and she does come with that Alien Conquest pistol in dark gray as usual. But you can store her inside the driver's seat, and this is what the driver's seat looks like, with that like little screen area and a little storage that you can attach your gun to. And you can move the wheels, which looks pretty good. And as usual, you can fire out the stud shooters. But on the back of the vehicle, you can store 1 minifigure in that little cell area. So that looks pretty good for what you're getting. But yeah, the guard is a decent figure, as I mentioned. Not the most exciting character, but we will talk about the rest of the characters when we get to the next picture. But still, I totally did like the back of the transport vehicle, which looks pretty good. You can store Tombstone or Tarantula inside of the little cell area in the back of the vehicle. So yeah, I totally dig like some of the parts for the build of this set. And now let's take a look at it by itself. So let's talk about the minifigures first. Well, I know I already talked about Spidey and that guard, since even though that guard is inside the vehicle right now in this image. So let me start off with Tombstone first. So Tombstone, he looks awesome. I can't believe it. After all these years, we're finally getting a Lego Tombstone minifigure. And this is our first look of him in the movie. And I love that gray hairpiece for him. And I love the torso printing that we can see a bit of, because that stud shooter is in the way. And I love his face printing with the sideburns. And I love that like smirk expression for him. It looks pretty awesome in my opinion. I just totally dig that for the character. I love like that vest that he is wearing with the tan sleeves, and he is a phenomenal figure in my opinion. And Tarantula looks pretty good, since I am going to talk about him just one at a time, because he also shows up in that other final set that we will get into later on right after this one. But he looks amazing. I can't believe we're getting him for the first time ever, too. So I love that bandana piece in black. The face printing looks good. The torso, hips, leg, and toe printing look phenomenal. And I love how they use like those sharp pieces for both of his hands and even his legs that we've seen in the front of the box. And yeah, he looks very awesome in my opinion. I just totally dig it. And we do get the same Spider-Man as I mentioned. So no, the arm printing looks very different than the one that we seen earlier, but it's the same design, but in that red color. They must have made a mistake for the image. But the vehicle itself looks good, and the build itself reminds me of both of that Hydra tank from that 2014 Hydra set from the old Avengers Assemble series, and even the Taskmaster ambush set from the Black Widow movie, which is that non-San Diego Comic-Con set from 2020. All in one. Since I love like the build for the techniques, and I love the stickers that has the DODDC logo, and the part that has that sticker that says Task 134. And we do get a great ingot piece and also the vent piece and the 3 wheels that you can move around. I love like the front part of the vehicle with the grill pieces. I love how they use like that fence piece as like the that little barricade or the grill part for the vehicle itself. As I mentioned, you do get 2 stud shooters and a little binocular piece to see what is going on outside. But anyways, I love that little bottom part with the headlights and also that bumper piece for the vehicle itself with the ingot piece over here. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome set, but I still wish this wasn't $50 because this should have been a $30 set, because like I said, this set has 367 pieces and $50 doesn't make any damn sense. But still, this is a nice slash decent looking set, but I'm gonna buy it because, well, actually I'm not gonna buy it. I am gonna get it for my birthday. I want to get this because of that Tombstone figure, and he looks absolutely cool. And here's the third and final set for the wave itself, and I am gonna be interested in this because the figure lineup and also everything else. So this is set 76350. This one is called the Spider-Man vs. Hulk Epic Clash. It ages 8+, has 534 pieces, and it includes like 6 figures. So we do get like 5 minifigures plus 1 big figure. And this is going to be a $90 set. So this is one of the mini modular building sets that we're getting. So it's like the sets that you can combine it with the Oscorp set, Peter's apartment, the bodega from Across the Spider-Verse, and the new Daily Bugle set that released in the beginning of this year. So here's the front of the box, and I totally love the artwork design, and it's a pretty nice set. So we have another great building once again, but at least I love like the action scenes going on. And that's right, Savage Hulk has returned. So I can't wait to see Savage Hulk. Well, I've been desperate to see him in the trailer last month because I wanted to see all the action-packed sequence for him again. And we do get Boomerang and Scorpion in the set. So these are like the other 2 figures that are exclusive in this set. And we do get a hot dog vendor, which is interesting. I mean, they could just replace her with MJ, and they could just add Netted to it, or one of the other DODC guards. And we do get Spider-Man and Tarantula once again, so I already talked about them, but I love the front of the box with the artwork and everything else over here. And this is what the back of it looks like, because I thought it would show us like the interior of the DODC office building, but nope, it's just the front. But at least it shows you that play feature, how you can make the walls explode or just breaking down thanks to the Hulk. And yeah, I just totally dig everything else right here with that little bench as the side build that you can attach to either of the left or right side of the building. But I still wish they could show us the interior because I wanted to see what it looks like. But even though it will involve spoilers of the film because we don't want to get spoiled right before the movie comes out. And here's the actual set itself, and this is fabulous. I mean, this is a pretty fabulous looking building. So we do get Spidey and Tarantula once again, since I already talked about them. But I want to talk about Scorpion. This is the Michael Mando Scorpion. I can't believe it. So I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten a Scorpion minifigure for the theme itself, but I'm glad they're bringing him back, but in the MCU look. So I love the design for his face, torso, hip, leg, and toe printing. And I love the build for the tail. It looks really awesome. They just nailed the building techniques for his tail, which looks pretty good. And they really capture Michael Mando's likeness for his face printing, which is good. And we also get our first ever Boomerang minifigure. I can't believe it. I'm glad they're adding some new Spider-Man minifigures that we haven't gotten in LEGO before, but Boomerang looks good since I'm glad he doesn't have any plain legs. Thank God for that. But I wish they gave him some dual-molded legs to complete the look, but the leg printing is not so bad, to be honest, since I totally dig the printing for the legs and the toes. And I love the hip, face, and torso printing. I love his little boomerang accessories, which look pretty good. The hot dog vendor is just meh, in my opinion. Not the most exciting minifigure at all, but I love the hairpiece, which looks pretty good. That is a LEGO Friends hairpiece that I heard about. The front and back torso printing is fine, and same thing with the face print. And I noticed that one of the images shows her that hearing aid, which is the back of the box, but they could just replace her with MJ. I mean, that would have been perfect instead of just adding a boring casual civilian in the set. But I love the side build for the hot dog stand for the sets. It says like New York's best hot dogs, and also the year that Spider-Man appears too. And it also shows the hot dogs, the drinks, and also everything else. And we have Savage Hulk. So this is a brand new Hulk big figure, and I'm glad we're going to see Savage Hulk again in the movie. So no more Professor Hulk. Classic / Savage Hulk is back. And I love the brown pants design for him. Wish they gave him some printing or some molding detailing for his toes. But I just love the same body mold that we've been getting since 2012 Hulk and Age of Ultron Hulk from the Infinity Saga sets. And the face printing is brand new. It almost reminds me of the Age of Ultron Hulk from the Hulkbuster set that released at the beginning this year, the one that has the possessed Scarlet Witch eyes because how his angry face print turns out. And we do get the same, I was about to say face printing again, but we do get the same hairpiece for him too. And as for the office building itself, it is pretty nice and solid, but yay, another great building, but at least it's okay for the way it is. But I love the sticker for the front of the door that has the DODC logo. And we have a sticker of a tarantula and scorpion that represents the characters themselves. And it can burst the building out to recreate like Hulk smashing through his way out of it. And I love the side build with the bench. That looks pretty good since they used the mech finger pieces in black for the handles, like the little handlebars for it. So I just totally did that. And we have a little tree, a lamppost, and 2 pigeons on top of it. So that is pretty awesome. And I love how you can add Spidey's web on the front center part of the building, and even on that little area that you can like let him swing around town. And we have like a rolling paintbrush inside the building that has the play feature that you can make that burst effect happen. And again, you can attach this to the previous modular building sets, especially the Oscorp Tower and the Daily Bugle, the one from this year. And yeah, I'm still gonna get this set, but they could just make this set like a $50 set, because $90 is a very crappy price in my opinion, because I still hate when LEGO is being greedy with their freaking prices. And you do get 3 of those hovering pieces to recreate like some awesome scenes for the movie, and that's just pretty much it. So there you guys have it. These are all 3 of the new LEGO Marvel Spider-Man Brand New Day sets. All 3 of these sets are coming out on June the 1st, which is the beginning of my birthday month. And I know what I'm gonna get for my birthday this year, which is this set and the Prisoner Transporter set, but not the buildable figure, because like I said, I don't have any freaking interest in that set at all. And everyone's asking, where is Punisher? Like, I know why they didn't add Punisher into any of these sets. Well, mostly this and the other one, which is the transport truck. Like, I wish they added him in this set because he is going to be in the movie, but I understand why LEGO didn't do that, because Punisher is like a TVMA / violent character. Well, even though they added him into the D2C version of the Daily Bugle from 2021, since I still have that figure in my collection, but still it would have been nice if we had an MCU Punisher, but I get he is just a violent character, but I still wish they added him. And even MJ, Ned, and also that unknown character played by Sadie Sink. They could just add MJ, Ned, and that Sadie Sink unknown character into this set right here, along with Spidey and the Hulk. But still, at least this is a pretty nice wave, but not a successful one. But I'm still gonna get to these sets that are coming out on my birthday, because I know what I'm gonna be getting for my birthday this year, and that is the Hulk set and the Transport set. Yeah, the Prisoner Transport set, but not the Buildable Spider-Man figure, because I am not planning on getting that set for my birthday, but just these two right here. So yeah, I'm glad we get to see these official set images. Like I said, they were coming out at the beginning of my birthday month, which is on June the 1st, and this is a pretty nice solid wave in my opinion. So I don't have anything else to say about these sets, but that's all I've got so far right here. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell, the same button, and don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about these sets for the lineup. I'll see you later.